The year before last, we were supposed to go into an S corp. Something got messed up with our CPA. Never got filed as an S corp. We felt like that we were going to make over 1.5, but we didn't. Honestly, we didn't have the faith to believe it, I guess. So we stayed as an LLC. I guess it would be W-2. No, it would be a
Partnerships.
and then after that, we did like 1.6. So then we went into the
S
corp.
election, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
so the S election gives you this thing because it's called QBI, so it's qualified business income tax deduction.
Okay.
So, and you automatically get a 21% deduction. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it doesn't make sense to go into that structure of an S corp because now you got to pay yourself as a salary. You're an employee of that corporation,
Right.
Right? Even though you're ownership, but now you're getting a K1 at the end of the year, and that K1 is where your dividends instead of distributions are coming from. Okay. And so now we get to knock off 21% on your taxes when you directly go through there. That's the geeking out side of why CPA is structuring it that
Yep.
way, right? Makes a
Yep.
lot of sense.
Yep.
So some of the good and some of the bad about that. So let's talk about the good and the bad.
Okay.
Right? Here's the good. You get a 21% tax deduction. The other side of that coin, right, is now I'm actually have higher self-employment taxes as being the business owner.
Right.
So being a business owner, you want to pay yourself, and this is where I see a lot of errors, you want to pay yourself the fair market value as minimum as allowed by the IRS to do the job in the role that you're in,
Okay.
and take distributions for the rest. Why? You got to ask yourself why.
Because you don't want to be taxed on.
The self-employment tax,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Because you got to pick it up as 7.4% as the employee.
Right.
But since you're the owner of the company,
Yeah.
you got to pay the employee self-employment tax. So you're taxing
But
yourself 15%.
Do they freak
day one.
out if you go from a little bit higher to that range of
Income?
This is
Are you talking about your gross income?
Yep.
Once you're S
Yep.
election?
My
No.
personal, okay.
Yeah. Because they'll see, the IRS is not dumb. They'll
Right.
see that, hey, I went
They
from
know
an-
what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went to an LLC, and all he's doing is paying himself a fair market wage. It's got to be fair market, right?
Yep.
So you can't pay $1
Yep.
million a year, pay yourself 10 grand, right?